Hi, and welcome to the Music Production Handbook. It's been a long time since I've posted anything, but this is something I've been shown recently, and it comes courtesy of Mike Exeter, the record producer. And this one's about finding ways of being organised and using this site called Trello. Trello is a paid for service, but there is a layer of free, so you can try it out and use it, which is enough for what I need. And essentially, what you've got here is these lists. Okay. And what I've done is I've set up the process of mixing a project. So in this case, I've got an album which I'm doing for an artist called Ornaments of the Countryside. And he's sending me the stems through and everything. And at the moment, the way I've got it kind of set up is I've got a template, and these are known as cards. So if I click on this, you can show you the template. You can put the title of it, you can put description. So I've just put little notes in there for myself called tempo and reference information. I've put a checklist, so you just click on this and you create a checklist. So it's creating the project, import audio, root audio. So all the basic things that I'd need to do just to set it up. So when I've got the audio and I know that, I can then take this card, as it were. I'm just going to close that, and I can take it and I can then drag it and put it in here. So as I'm gradually setting the project up, I can then tick these things off. So it might be, say, this is all about the session prep. Okay. Once I'm happy and I've got everything done and that I needed to do, I can then take this prepped session, and when I'm ready to mix it, when I get into it, I can move it to my active projects. So now it's in basically telling me what I've got in the mixing stage. And then once I'm happy with that, and I've got my mix done and everything, I can then send it to the client, and I can then put it in here out for approval. So that now means that mix is out. I'm waiting for comments and any revisions that need to take place. And then the really cool part about this is that I can then, when I get the comments back, I can bring it in here, and at the bottom, I can then copy and paste the comments that have been mailed to me or messaged, depending on whatever communication you're using. And I can copy and paste that in here. And what I can do is create a new checklist and sort of call it like revision 1. And so click add. And I can start to add new items, so of things that I need to address. So you might add in a few things to do, because you may not be able to do it straight away, but you can just then bring it in. And then when you're happy with that, put it here. And what I would do while I'm in this sort of going over the revisions is then move this back into active. So it means that it's in this stage again. I'm going to be mixing it, and it'll go through that out for approval, revision and stuff. And then once the mix has been approved, I can then put it in completed mixes. And I can then put that there as a holding thing. And then it depends on the client. So whether they want myself to master it or send it out to be mastered, it's awaiting that decision, and I can then put it there, essentially. So it's just a really quick, simple thing, but you can customize it to how you need, in terms of the actual checklist and stuff. And it'll be something for me that will continually evolve once I get more into this and discover what more it can do. But as a starting point, it's a very nice, clean way of being able to organize information and mixes and stuff like that without having to use bits of paper. And because it's online, I'm not tied down to this computer. I can pick it up on another computer elsewhere. So it's quite an elegant way, I think. And as I say, it keeps track of everything. So as those comments come in and all those revisions and those notes, you can keep a catalogue against each project or each track within that project, rather than sifting through emails. So, I mean, there is an element of being organising yourself and maintaining discipline about doing those things and keeping them up to date, each of these cards. However, I think long term it will pay off, especially when you start looking at, say, there's 11 tracks in this album, and when they start becoming more fluid in this section here, maintaining status of each one is going to be really important. And the other thing you can do as well, if I go into this one here, I'm just going to delete that because I don't need that for the minute, is that you can actually label it as well. So you can put labels and colours to kind of add in should you need to. So you can just colour coordinate if you've got more than one other project coming. So you might have all of one artist in green and maybe a couple of other things come in, and you might just want to colour them yellow or something, just so that you've got some separation as well. Anyway, it's a very quick video, just saying about something I've discovered. Free to sign up, Trello.com. Check it out, and hopefully that might make your workflow a bit smoother. Anyway, thanks for subscribing and stay tuned. And as I come up with different new things that I'm discovering, I'll keep you posted. Take care.